Yeah.
My client,
Yeah.
only boss,
Mm,
because I'm working for them,
mm,
right?
yeah.
So, but the team consists of me, my client, and the suppliers, and
Okay.
it has to work in unison to make it all happen.
Mm, mm.
Good, you know,
I love
you
that.
just
Yeah.
put on a different hat, and
That,
yeah,
yeah. That's awesome.
be
That is
on
so awesome.
too.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. And do you ever find the communication tough because you're talking to so many different people? Are you ever, yeah, is it ever sometimes like, okay, you said this, but then you didn't say this, or do you ever get mixed up or get mix ups with all of this communication?
Yes, I have made one big mistake in my business, and again, it's a learning
Yeah.
process.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you learn from your mistake, it was a very costly mistake, and I had to pay out of pocket for it. So it's not something I'm going to be doing again
Yeah.
anytime soon. Um, I'm lucky. I've only had two clients that I had to fire.
Okay. Okay. Good.
But other than that, I've got great relationship with my customers. In fact, I've got a few people who I text every single day, who I talk to every day, and
Mm,
it's great, and I wouldn't have had this without this opportunity,
mm,
this business that I've got.
mm,
It just makes you feel rich inside,
mm.
not just monetarily, but emotionally,
Emotionally. Exactly. Exactly. Heather, would you say money buys happiness?
it buys opportunity.
Mm,
It gives me um, the ability to help.
mm,
And that's, uh, I would say that's my driving force right now. The ability
mm.
to help.
The ability to help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that. I love that response. Um, so in a sense, when it comes down to your statement or response to that, money opens up doors. It allows you to have certain doors that you can open,
Yeah.
you know. Okay, so with those doors being open or with those aspects of doors, would you say that one can have little money and still be happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because when you talk about that fulfillment you mentioned, you not just monetarily, but emotionally. I love what you said there. And I wanted to kind of focus in or hone in on that.
Yeah.
And when you're saying this, not just monetarily, but emotionally fulfilled, I'm assuming you're speaking about your happiness, your joy, your all of those things that kind of flow through just the interaction itself and the fulfillment of that.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, my line of business, it's you have to work very long, tireless hours to make. I mean, you know, I was going to say to make good money, but that's relative, right?
Yeah.
What might be a lot of money to me is not very much to someone
To
else.
someone else.
I definitely have goals to have a, a bigger income here in the
Mm.
next year or two. I'm still fairly new
Yeah.
within my business. So,
Hmm.
I mean, here again, this is where it comes to my patience. Like, I'm like, I
Mm.
want it all right now.
Yep.
Um, but I know I have to keep working. Like, I'm nowhere near retiring because I'm nowhere near my goal,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think you can be happy being broke.
Mm.
And again, it just comes down to you deciding,
Mm.
do I want to be happy and what am I going to do to get there?
Mm. Wow. So in some sense, you argue that a person always has control. If
Yeah,
you look, okay.
we all have control.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. It's just an aspect of mentality.
it is
I
100%.
mm-hmm,
You're
mm-hmm.
either mentally weak or strong. And I refuse to be mentally weak, even when I'm faced with really difficult situations, which I'm currently dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cave under the frustration that I'm dealing with right now. Absolutely refuse to do it. I mean, the longest I'll give myself is a day.
Yeah.
Angry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I can't show anger when I'm on the phone. So
right.
I'm talking to customers, and if I'm, if I wake up kind of in a mood for justified reasons, I have to, put my headset on, and I'm like, put my work hat on. I'm, you have to just play it up. And this is where I think, the term fake it till you make it, I don't love.
Yeah, same.
Yep. But in this situation, it is that way for me. Yeah. I fake it until I make it. I put on my headset, make that first phone call, have to put it on my face, have to get jazzed up.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk to a downer. Nobody.
True.
In fact, if someone says, "How are you doing?" no one really wants to know. You say good.
Right. True.
Hey, I'm good. And you make it good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love that. I love it. You're so assertive. You're so bent on positivity. You're bent on the positive perspective. I love that. I see, and I know even some of the things you've told me that you have not mentioned, the things you've been through, that, again, seeing your level of durability, the level of durability you have, you can bend, you can twist, you can do this. Someone can try to snap, Heather, but I find it hard. Like you're going to be up for a really big fight.
Well, I'm a fighter. I love to box. I do.
What?
So
what the heck?
I do. Okay. I you can't hit people, so you hit a back. I mean, you can. I mean, if you're fighting, but I just when exercise is a great way to release stress and tension. But I would say fighting, however you want to say it. I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned from the time I was very young, from being in an abusive home to still being in an abusive home.
Yeah.
I am not going to give that power to anybody, period.
Let's go. I love it. And you should not. No. You should not. Yeah. You should not. No one has that even right, but I love it. Man. Okay, there's so much I want to dive into, but I'm trying to still I got layers upon layers. Like, it's amazing what you're bringing to the table in terms of my community. I can't wait to share this. I do want to ask, and before I go to my next question, I do want to ask though, on this entrepreneur journey, or let's say just in general, I want to say entrepreneur journey, but then also it's just a journey of life, right? Like, yeah. Like, in a sense, you're just chasing passion. You're also in your passion. You're in your flow. You're in your genius, whatever you want to call it. Do you find there being times in which you're very lonely?
No, and it probably stems from the fact that I'm an only child. So I thrive and crave alone time. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I wake up so early in the morning, is so I can just be by myself. It's what, when I start making phone calls to customers and suppliers at 7 a.m, like, I have to be over myself by 7 a.m. and get on with the day. So I think it's important for people to have alone time. That's when you talk to yourself. That's when you read a good book. You listen to music. You watch podcasts. You listen to programs like yours. You put up a positive message every day. And I think the world needs more of that, with all the devastation in the world. You can't have too much positivity. to listen to go to.
Mm, exactly.
But
Exactly.
as far as being an entrepreneur, I think the only difference of that versus working for the man that I talked about
Yeah.
before,
Hmm.
when you're working for someone, you clock in and clock out when they dictate. When you're an entrepreneur, it doesn't end. I think that's the biggest difference, you know?
Yeah.
There's nothing special
Yeah.
about owning your own business or
Hmm.
entrepreneur. You just have to put in the blood, sweat, and tears that many people aren't willing to do, and that's fine. Or, you
Yeah.
know, we need every single kind of a person and employee, employer
Exactly.
relationship.
Hmm.
It wouldn't work if everyone owned their own business, you know? So I applaud people who go to work, who punch,
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
and I applaud people who work for themselves and have to put in that time
Mm.
because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
Mm. I love it. I
It's
love
not
it.
working for someone else
Yeah.
because you got to play by their rules, and
Yeah.
there could be different things that you don't agree with.
Hmm.
That's hard for a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it's also hard working for yourself. That's just the reality of it.
Mm. Mm. It's hard either way.
Yeah,
You know,
hard.
pick your heart. That's pretty much all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick
I
your,
love it.
whatever that is, pick your passion and roll with it and just do your best.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
What's your all right. Before I go into that question, what's your definition of success?
Meeting a goal. So I think we all have to have a goal, and it could be a goal for what I want to do today,
Yeah.
a goal for what I want to do at the end of the week,
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
month, the end of the year, fitness goal,
Yeah.
financial goal, health goal,
Hmm.
mental
Mm.
health goal.
Yeah.
I think so many people are struggling with mental health. And
Yeah.
I think, honestly, if we can reach, I think success is just meeting a goal. And when you've met that goal, it's time to get a new goal and maybe have it a little bit more challenging.
Mm.
Because I think it just feeds your self confidence and your self esteem.
That's good.
And I also think happiness comes from making other people happy.
I'm about to come through the screen and just give you a big hug because like you're pouring into me. Everything you're saying, you remind me a lot of my mom, actually. To be
You
honest with you, yeah, you do. It's like talking to my mom because she's the same way. Very positive, very upbeat, what makes you happy. This like everything you're saying. It's just
Yeah. So let me go back to that goal thing.
yeah.
Sometimes I think we place a lot of demands and expectations on ourselves. So let's say, you know, I set a goal
Mhm.
for 30 days from now.
Yeah.
And in 15 days, I'm like, it's going to be completely unachievable. I think it's important for us to look and say, what have we done?
Yep.
And maybe modify the goal. As long as we've done something better than we had when we first
Hmm.
started, that has to bring some level of happiness, don't you think?
Come on. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But, maybe just not be so hard on ourselves when things don't go exactly as planned.
I love that. I love that. Another big thing too that I would even add is comparison. I feel like a lot of people compare themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping up with the Joneses type thing, right? It's like the
Which I refuse to do, which is
yeah,
I go out of my way not to be.
not to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yep, exactly.
So when I'm going out of my way not to be the typical Utah mom, and
Mm-hmm.
if anyone knows anything about Utah, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Um, I go out of my way
yeah,
because I don't want to be compared. I don't care what the Joneses are doing. I could
Mm-hmm.
care less.
Careless.
I could care less.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And that's something we talk about heavily in my fitness group, our
Yeah.
private fitness group. It's the same way. We were talking about going to the gym, looking over at, Alyssa or Michelle or Ashley or someone that, is killing it in the gym and you're just starting and you're like, oh man,
Mhm.
yeah, it's the same way.
It is. Yeah.
It's the same way. So
Yeah.
I love that. I love this sense of isolation, your desire to crave loneliness. You crave it.
Yeah.
To me, loneliness is a gift to me. It's a gift.
Mhm.
It allows you that creativity, that opportunity of expression, you
Yeah.
know, that moment of clarity. I love.
Talk to yourself and be real with yourself, and for instance, let's say yesterday you're having a bad day, you wake up today and you have that talk with yourself like, is this really what you want to
Yep.
do again
Yep.
today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, and so you have to make a change so it doesn't happen again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on, Heather. Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry. Can you say that say that one more time? Seriously, there's so many people that aren't doing that. Can you please say it one more time?
Yeah, I just think every morning we need to wake up and ask yourself, do I want where I was yesterday or do I want better? Um, especially for people who are struggling with mental health, asking yourself every day because every day is a
It's a
challenge.
challenge. Yeah.
Every day you're
Yeah.
waking up and you're fighting those demons and those personal battles. Do I want to feel today like I felt yesterday?
Mm, mm,
No, but
mm.
you have to make that conscious effort
Yeah.
not to,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Mm. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's so funny how much of what we're talking about right now, it's so much more than entrepreneurship. It's entrepreneurship, but it's mental health. It's entrepreneurship, but it's, personal development. It's entrepreneurship, but it's like everything bleeds in. That's actually why I love entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship is actually it's everything, right? It's like it's just it has its hand in every bucket, you
Yeah.
know? I feel like that's why I love it. It's like it it feels real. It feels like life to me because life is just so unexpected. Entrepreneurship is unexpected. Like I think I crave that. I don't really crave comfort. I crave, it may sound crazy, but in some sense I crave instability. Like I'm like,
Well, it's through struggles
yeah,
is where we grow,
yep,
and that really ties in with mental health is if
yep,
you uh, make something better every day, it could be really small,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, saying hi to someone on the street for someone who is struggling with their,
Mm-hmm.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Say hi to someone, smile at someone,
Mm-hmm.
when you're walking down the street and you smile at people,
Mm-hmm.
nowadays it's it's hard
It's
to
hard to
return smile, smile.
facts,
It's free.
facts,
It's nice. It's a nice gesture for someone,
facts.
you know. And
That's so
it's not
true.
about what you can do for me, it's what I can do for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm finally picking up the phone. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let me again, it's everything we've been talking about, so it's nothing I haven't been talking about, but I'll ask just a few specific questions
Okay.
catering to entrepreneurship. If you could summarize in, I guess, a few words the definition of entrepreneurship and what does it mean to you, what would you say?
Um, doing things my way, my term, on
Mm,
my terms,
love it.
you know. I,
Hmm.
I don't want to have to answer to a boss. I want my freedom and flexibility to go visit my kids and grandkids. That's the reason I chose to work for myself.
Mm,
Um, like I said earlier, whether you're if you're working for someone else or
Yep.
working for yourself, it's all work. It's work. Work is work.
Yep.
I just want freedom and flexibility to be part of my life.
Mm, mm. I love it. 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 That freedom, that flexibility, that self-control
Yeah.
is what I crave too. I crave it. Going back to what you said about the boldness, the assertiveness you have in your life, that statement you make. You don't want to be the Utah mom.
No.
It all ties into it. It
Yeah.
it all ties into it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Why did you choose entrepreneurship? If I could ask that question, what was the ultimate purpose or sole reasoning behind you? I guess in some sense. Now I know that kind of ties into the first question,
Yeah.
but I guess in a sense, why did you feel like this was something that you could do? Like,
I don't like to be told what to do.
as clear as day. I
That's
love that.
what it goes.
That sounded so rebel. I love that.
I don't I don't want to be told what to do, and I want my freedom and flexibility.
I love that. You sounded like a straight rebel. I love it. Like you looked at me. She was like, Trey, I don't want to be told. I was like, dang,
Well, it's the truth.
it's true. Yeah,
Truth.
yeah,
It's just not, it doesn't suit my personality.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, there's X amount of things that I have to be told what to do from my company.
yeah.
It's pretty soft. I don't want to I don't want to have to dress a certain way to head into the office. Okay, that's a big deal for me. I mean, it seems silly, but
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I come to work and probably not the most professional attire, but
Yeah.
you know, I here I am. This is me and all my,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
yeah. I
Exactly.
I I don't deal well with conformity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Were your parents? I gotta ask this. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Were your parents very conformative? Like, were they very like?
they are.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes it.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm just saying. Sometimes it's like that's like the root. Like I'm like a lot of times it's like you know what? I'm tired of this. Like Oh.
Yeah, yes. So most of my family is our LDS, Mormon.
Mm,
And I don't care what religion you're in, if
yeah.
you're a staunch member of every religion,
Yeah.
you are conforming.
Mm,
It's not just the Mormon religion.
mm,
I think for me and religion, it has to do with my relationship between me and God,
yeah.
not my relationship with the bishop or the priest or the
Mm,
whoever's trying to preach to me, because after all, you're human too.
yeah.
So be telling me what to do and don't be starting to judge me.
Mm,
That's my second biggest peeve
yeah.
in
Yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge me
Mm,
in the mirror, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as people are good people and they're
Mm,
doing their best in life, I don't
mm,
care what
mm,
religion you belong to, what you believe in. Just be a good person and we're going to get along really well, but
yeah.
don't judge me and
Yeah.
don't tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know so many. I got so many friends like that.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, and I respect the perspective. I respect too the boldness of it. I respect the aspect because, like you said, I think for someone who doesn't want to do something, for you to say it, it's far better than a person who just conforms out of, I guess, some aspect of fear of
necessity, losing your job, losing your position. I mean, I don't want to be in that position.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Do you think that you could survive in like the regular 9 to 5 job type thing? Like just mentally. Just like mentally, do you feel like you lose your mind if you tried to go and just like, you know, be underneath someone else's say
wow,
so?
I'm gonna. So the last job, job, I worked. I was a car salesman for
Mm.
Subaru,
Wow.
and
I can see that. I can see that.
Subaru. In fact, I've got a little Subaru.
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 Wait, what? You love that job that much?
I love Subaru.
I
Uh,
love it.
but I'm gonna tell you, I love, I love the WRX and STI.
Okay.
Love
Yeah.
speed and power.
Speed and power. Yeah.
Speed and
Hmm.
power. So when I was working at Subaru,
Mm.
Subaru is kind of one of those relaxed car companies, you know.
Yeah.
But again, this comes down to my attire.
Yeah.
So I would wear to work similar outfits as the receptionist would wear.
Mm.
But I was written up 4 times for showing my knees, wearing a skirt, showing my knees. Like I had on long socks, but this much of my legs
Mm.
slash knee were showing. Um, when I pierced my nose, I was asked to tuck it in because I had a septum piercing.
Mm.
To tuck it in. I got another body piercing,
Mm.
and they wanted me to uh, make it so it wasn't visible.
Wow.
So I would have to wear probably 2 bras,
Mm.
and I'm like, I decided, I mean, and I there was one time where I was called out in
Yeah.
front of my peers at work, like
Wow.
all the men on the floor, and I was mortified. Um,
Wow.
and it was at that time that I'm like, I will never work for someone again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. They called you out like in front of like it was a
And
blit. Wow.
yeah, I had on 2 shirts. Um, and the sales manager said, you need to button that up. Well, I had on a shirt and a sweater. There was nothing more I could have done, but it was really, really uncalled for and unprofessional. I quit that day.
Mm.
You're not going to belittle me,
Right.
one of my peers, and
Right.
it was really inappropriate.
Hmm. That sounds inappropriate. Yeah.
It was really inappropriate. Yeah,
Crazy. Crazy, man.
yeah.
Ugh, you bring
It's
it
like
back.
double standard. Like the receptionist could wear a skirt, but I couldn't wear a skirt. I don't what.
Yeah. It's like what?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is
So
crazy.
just life experiences.
Yeah.
Uh, this is just a better fit for me.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I feel like if you truly are meant to be an entrepreneur or again, and that's in all forms, right? Like artist,
Yeah.
rapper, rock
Mhm.
star, um, freaking, I don't know, Instagram, YouTuber, like whatever. Like if that's you, it'll bleed out. Look at your son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Look at your son. Look what he got going on. Like that's a prime example of it's just like not everything has to be the typical hey Charles, hey, walking inside the office type thing, like it doesn't have to be the typical thing. To me, if I'm just being honest, that seems to be actually the most atypical thing of a human being to like actually sit down and
Let me tell you about my kids and why I think they're so successful.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily their knowledge of their trade, it's their personality.
Come on.
Are, I mean, amazing people. When you're around them, all you want to do is smile and laugh.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a great trademark of someone. if you can make someone feel good, you're almost always going to be successful. I don't care
Always.
what you do.
Yep.
Yeah. Your
Yep.
personality is going to shine through heads and tails above anything else you could do. You could be the smartest person alive, and if you don't have a personality to deal with it, you're not going anywhere.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Come on. Come on. Talk. And you're talking to somebody who has a very strong personality. As you already know. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
mm-hmm. And I don't brag, but I've always stood out. Always. Always. From peers and everything. And I would sometimes you would feel weird because you're like, why isn't everyone else like, why is everybody else acting like
We
I'm
can't be all we can't be the same. You
exactly.
know, that's what makes the world tick. But looking at my kids, that's the one thing that remains steady all across the board is their personality. They're just amazing humans, and
Mm,
people love to be around them.
mm, mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a surprise. I mean, let's look at who I'm talking to, listen to him. It's not a surprise.
Thank you.
It's not. It's not, Heather. It's not. Like it's like I can't wait to meet them. Hopefully I can interview them or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I it's just amazing. The what I see radiating off of you. I'm like, man, y'all got this for all those years. Like that's dope.
Yeah.
Like seriously. Oh
Thanks.
my. What keeps you going on this journey? This entrepreneurship journey, or you can even say this journey called life. What keeps Heather going?
I feel like if I don't keep going, I'm dead.
Mm,
I don't think a person can stay stagnant. You're either moving forward or you're going backwards. I don't think it's a real thing that we're just staying steady. The world is moving, so you're moving one way or the other.
wow.
So it's important for me to always have that next goal, that next purpose, that next reason, that next drive. And if I don't have it, I'm in bed with the covers over my head. I don't want to live like that anymore. So,
Mm.
yeah.
You don't write poetry, do you? Do you
Uh,
no?
uh,
You have a way with words. I'm like like where did you get that? I don't believe we're stagnant rather going backwards or moving. Where did you hear that? Is that you came up with that just now? Like what?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I don't know.
I've
I
never heard that.
if
Yeah,
if you think of the world's moving. The
that's
world's
true.
always progressing. So why would it be different for humans as it is for everything else? The
True.
grass grows, the world turns, people move,
Mm,
technology. Why would it be any different for us?
wow.
We're either moving forward or we're sliding backwards.
Wow. Wow. This would definitely be a snippet. That was just profound. I'm sorry, but I just didn't think of it that way. Like you're right. Sometimes you think someone's stagnant or I'm not doing this or that. But like you said, the world is the same example of how we are as human beings. It's
Yeah.
always moving. We're always moving. You're just either moving backwards or I love that. I love that. Heather, this has been amazing. Like I didn't even dig nearly as deep as I wanted to, but even with what I got, this is, just out of respect for your time of your day. I don't want to go too crazy, but um this is just oh my goodness. I enjoy uh, that same feeling you get when you complete like a traveling order or you a book. This is me right now. This is what I'm getting like
See, and I don't even get the high when I book something.
what?
I don't care. Like, okay, next.
Um,
My high comes from talking to people.
just to talk, just the
I
interaction.
don't care. I mean, yes, I
Mm,
money doing my job, but it's not doing my accounting that
yeah,
gets me excited.
yeah.
Not, no.
Mm. It's just a pure talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is dope. That is so dope. I'm glad I'm running into people and I'm attracting people like you toward my community. Cause it's like I'm doing something right. I'm
You
doing
are.
something right.
You
Thank
are.
you.
Yeah. And thank you for your daily posts. Those are
Mm.
Cool. Thanks.
Man,
Yeah,
man,
we need it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, again, I wake up so happy. You know, my definition of success is waking up happy. You know, like, and I wake up so happy, like every day, Heather. I'm like always happy. Like, and I see so many people that aren't. So
Yeah,
I feel like I have to be loud. I feel like
yeah,
there's an obligation.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, no, I think you're doing a great job with the community and
Mm,
people will appreciate it. It's not just me. You know,
right.
anyone who is part of your community, they're there for a reason,
Yeah.
you know. So I think there just needs to be more people in the world sharing positivity
Mm,
because the world is so dark. You turn on
mhm.
the radio or the news, and there's nothing worthwhile
Nothing.
on there. And so, you know, and then on social media, you've got all the drama and everything.
Mm,
When you run across people who share positive things and say
yeah.
that's important because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Mm. That's so true, which is why we ran into each other. That's why. That's why. It's exactly why. Like this isn't coincidental. This is a matter of which is this is somebody doing exactly what you're doing. You know, this is somebody that's saying exactly what you're saying, exactly how you feel. Like you're sharing the same vibes. You're promoting the same frequency. And so it's not a surprise to me that I actually ran into someone like you. I just want to meet more Heathers. That's actually what I want. I'm like Heathers for the Heathers out there. I'm looking at the camera right now. Please, like hit me up, like come in this community or join or do whatever you have to do to get here. But it's these type of people, you know, that I really want to meet. The people who are focused on positivity, spreading positivity and lowering negativity or shutting it up in a sense, you know. But thank you. Your words mean a lot, Heather. They mean a lot. This meant a lot. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing means a lot. As I also, you know, book and start traveling the world more, I know who to go to. Oh, I will be heading straight to you.
oh, thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you so much for reaching out to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Of
really.
course. My pleasure. My pleasure. And for people who want to, I usually do this as I close out too. I'll give, you know, the guest or guests a shout out in terms of their social medias. But for
Uh-huh.
those who may want to book something with you, or who may want to, you know, contact you for travel things, I know a lot of people who travel and cruises and stuff. Where could
Yep.
they go? Where's the website? Or yeah.
Yep. It is my email. Well, I'll give you my website. It
Hmm.
is seasandtravel.com. So sea like the ocean, sand like the beach, travel.com. And then my work number is 801-599-5895.
Mm, love it, love it, love it. What about
Happy to help any kind of
mm,
vacation needs. Yeah.
and IG, TikTok? Did you want to shout those out as well?
I'll send you, I'll
Send me
send,
all of those. Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool, cool. And I'll
Yeah.
post everything in the description. I'll always do it as well. Send me your number and website too.
Okay.
Just to, yeah, I would love to have that. But
Sounds
this was amazing. Again, it was just so awesome picking your brain. I know we did a lot of that even prior to
yeah.
before the actual call, so
Yeah.
it still feels as if it feels like it's just a continual conversation of just bliss. But I again just am so honored and humbled and thankful to have had you on my community or in my community to share your story, to capture some aspects of what you've been through, the struggles you've had. You mentioning, you know, you being suicidal, that was something I did not know. But to hear the the fight out of that and why you fought out of that, again, that was like the highlight of this call. Thank you for that. And I encourage you to keep doing that. Keep sharing your story.
Yeah.
Keep
Uh,
sharing your story.
and I don't share it often.
I can tell. I can
It,
tell.
yeah, it brings up feelings that I don't love. But it all,
Mm,
you know, it's embarrassing to me
really? Your story is embarrassing to you.
being, yeah, that
Mm.
that dark of a place. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love the candor. I love it. I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I feel that. Do do you see? You see, you opening up another can. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. This is what I do. Like, but uh maybe I should ask you this. I don't want to get too personal, so I'll pull back because I feel like I want to ask some more stuff that I don't know if you want to share. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. This could go either way. Um, I'm gonna hit you up in the DMs. Yeah, we got we gotta keep talking. All
Yeah.
right, all right. I'll let you off the hook for now.
That sounds good. Well, thank you so much. Hope you have a really good rest of your weekend.
Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, make sure you go and follow Heather on all social media. Hit her up if you need some booking, some traveling. Again, a lot of you I talk to do cruises. So again, she does those as well, which I'm sure she could accompany you with. Um,
Absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. And as you guys know, man, until next time, peace.